Hi guys, a very good morning to all of you and I hope you all are safe. Maybe excited for my class, so I'm here to teach you SST Standard 4 Chapter 7 and the chapter name is Our Natural Resources, Forests and Wildlife. So in this chapter we have learned much more about the natural resources and about the forests. But before starting the new topic, we will take a short look at what we have learned in earlier classes. Before that, I request all of you to please stay at home and enjoy your quality time with your family members. You can enjoy like playing the ludos, carom, video games. In fact, you can complete your holiday homework, project works, because project works it will add in your term 1 exam. So it's better that you can complete it, and whenever the school will open, if teacher will ask to you the holiday homework and project work, then you have to show to all the subjective teachers. And if you have not completed your online classes homework, then that also you should complete it. So see, because all the teachers has record, in fact in my subject I have the records, and once the online class means the school will open, I will ask the all homework to you and you have to show me it in good handwriting, legible handwriting, and please complete it and use the dark pencil because you have a lots of time. So use the time, don't waste the time. And I hope that you guys had completed your healthy and delicious breakfast. So eat healthy and stay happy at home, and whenever you are going to eat your meals, please wash your hand properly so that the germs will not enter inside your body and you will be safe from the COVID-19. Because of the COVID-19 we can die also. For that, to protect us, we should just stay at home, do not go outside. Please enjoy your online class. You can attend your online class. Once the online class will over, please you can again go through the book and then you can read the book thoroughly, line by line, so that whatever I told you, whatever I have explained, that you will not get any problem. Maybe your reading skill will also improve. And for improving your handwriting, please write down at least 2-3 pages in one day, so that your handwriting will also improve. So let's start the chapter. I'm going to read you also read with me. If you don't have the book, then please purchase it as soon as possible, because I know that today this chapter will finish and then the again exercise and the new word that I will upload on the website, so you can go there and you can check your homework. So let's start the chapter. So just I told that before starting the new topics, we will take a short look at what we have in earlier classes. So just go through and just see that what we have learned in yesterday's class, earlier class. So first of all, we have learned about some things in this chapter about the natural resources. I have explained you also in a very good manners, and I hope that you has understood also. So just take a short look again. So nature has gifted us lots of things. Nature has gifted us lots of things such as air, water, forest, soil, minerals and wildlife. These all are the good things that we get from the nature. So these all are called natural things. These all are called natural things. And we depend on these resources for our daily life, for our daily needs. Exactly, we depend upon the air, water, forest of our daily needs. Now, type of natural resources. We have two types of natural resources, that is exhaustible and inexhaustible. Exhaustibles we can say also non-renewable resources, and inexhaustible we can say that renewable resources also. Now exhaustible resources is what? It is like natural resources which are limited. Natural resources which are limited and which get reduced in quantity as they are used are called exhaustible, or we can say also non-renewable resources. Two words for the same meaning, like example coal and petroleum. Now about the inexhaustible resources, it is the resources such as air, water and sunlight. It is always available in plenty in nature. So resources like forest and animals can be removed. So these resources are called inexhaustible. That is called inexhaustible or renewable resources also. So in this chapter we will study about the different types of forests, the water, the wildlife sanctuaries, about the agriculture and minerals. So first topic is what about the forest resources. Now what is forest? A forest is a large area of land thickly covered with trees. Thickly covered with trees. The trees are very important natural resources and useful to us in many ways. Trees gives us a lots of things, means we totally depends on the plants, our daily lives, what the clothes we used, we all depends on the plants, because first point is that the tree gives us oxygens we need to breathe. First of all, the trees, it gives us oxygen that we need to breathe. Then after, forest provides us a lots of things, like fruits and then foods, and food, and forest also gives us timber, like for making the different product like furniture, paper, houses, matchsticks. In fact, some medicines are also made from the fruit, leaves and stems of some plants, and it is useful for not for the human beings, it is also useful for the birds and animals. Forest gives us the shelter to the birds and animals. Without forest, the animals would not have a house, place to live. It becomes like a homeless without forest. So forest is very important for human beings and for the animals also. Now types of forest. So we have a types of forest, different types of forest like evergreen forest, deciduous forest, thorny and subforest, mountain forest and tidal forest. So about the evergreen forest we are also known as, and it is green throughout the year. Evergreen, with the word you can understood that it is the forest are green throughout the year. Here are the some important trees found like rosewood, ebony, mahogany and bamboo. It is found in the evergreen forest. Then about the second, deciduous forest. It is also called a monsoon forest. Deciduous forest, it is also called a monsoon forest. The trees here shed their leaves and every year in the dry season in deciduous forest. Teak, sal, mahua, simul and sandalwood are the examples of deciduous forest, and these are found in some states in Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Uttar Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana and Tamil Nadu. In fact, sandalwood is found in Karnataka. Next types of forest is thorny and scrub. It is generally found in the desert of Rajasthan and in dry areas like of Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana and Tamil Nadu. Here we can find many bushes and only few plants can grow, like kikar and babul and date palms are some of the trees which is found in the thorny and sub forest. Here it is these plants, they can survive on very little amount for many months. That's why they grew in these forests. Next about the mountain forest, it is found in the Himalayan region in the part of the Nilgiris. It is covered with snow and there is no vegetations at all, means nothing can grow. But between the snow line and about 3000 above sea level we can find a small scrub, and if we can move much lower, then we can see that a coniferous forest are found there, and a coniferous forest has a tall tree and cone shaped. It has a tall tree and it has a cone shaped with needle-like leaves. Some other examples are there. Some trees examples are there which are grown in the coniferous forest. that is cheer, deodar, pine and spruce. These are the examples of deciduous of monsoon forest, of coniferous forest, which is grown in the mountains. Next, the forest is tidal forest, and it is the last types of forest. Now, tidal forests are found in the deltas of major rivers. Tidal forest, it is found in the deltas of major rivers, meaning it is found near the rivers. These forests are called mangroves. Underline it, that tidal forest we can call also mangroves. So from these you can underline them. These forests are also called mangroves. These forests are also called mangroves. These forests are dense and trees have hard wood. Here the trees is what? It is very dense, means it is in very inside, and here the trees have very hard wood. The Sundari trees is a well-known trees which grows in the Sundarbans. You can the next line we will go through in lecture number 2. So please guys watch the lecture number 2. Thank you and take care of yourself. Have a nice day.